actually true.
About my game?
No, XCOM 2 being remastered for the Switch.
Well, that would be kind of cool. I still need to beat the first XCOM.
I've beaten the first XCOM, and oh my god! Was not fun!
Was not?
The very last mission was hell breaking around me, and my mind slowly succumbing to the madness that I gave itself.
Ooh, Unicorn Rift. I don't have Unicorn yet.
But I loved it nonetheless. That madness was fun. It was needed too, so.
Let's see here. I got past the shipwreck mission. I think I made it about 2 or 3 missions deep, but couldn't get it any further. Because A, my sniper would climb a ladder into an insta-death.
Yeah, I've had that happen. Mind you, the first XCOM is nothing like the original Dark Souls, and you're doing a naked run with your fists. It's not that, at least. Because that is a type of dedicated madness that is not needed.
Okay, so we'll move him here.
Hey Dennis, I'm gonna get off.
Head out.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it, man.
Alright, well, hey, I'm on vacation, so I'm off for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, yesterday was my Friday, so I'm off until Wednesday, I think. Tuesday?
I still gotta go out to the springs.
So we can hang out whenever. Doesn't matter, whatever. So.
Here comes the wolves.
Well, if you're ever interested in playing some D&D again, I have a campaign running at my place.
Oh, okay.
D&D is fun.
Well, alright, man. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, see you, man.
Alright.
My wolves will flank. Ah, shit. I don't like that already.
I think the dumbest thing I've done on Dark Souls is found a way to break the paddle. Or not the paddle, the wooden spoon. I had a -5 for damage on the thing.
Oops.
And I don't remember how I did it, but whenever I'd slap something, it'd heal him. It was actually kind of fun.
Oops, that was stupid of me.
And just coming up to a boss and just whack! I heal you. Whack! I heal you. But I primarily had the spoon to heal, to just heal, just to do stupid shit. Ooh, pretty!
Okay, you're just keeping me out of formation, and I'll take that. No, not a half flank.
I have a
game.
I have a scout rifle that has. It's pretty, and when I hold square on it, it gets prettier. It looks kind of like Damascus steel, but when I hold square, to give it the homing rounds, the whole thing starts to have a blue sheen to it. And I've always liked the look of Damascus steel because of the wavy lines on it. But then again, my favorite steel isn't really a steel, it's actually a rock.
I'm hunting.
Stone weapons, people. Stone weapons.
Carbon fiber is actually pretty cool.
It's a bitch to make, though.
Yes, it is.
And yes, I've homemade carbon fiber, and my God, if you don't have the right machine, it's not fun.
You really think that saves you from damage? Oh shit. Wait, what? Oh no.
But my personal favorite is simply referred to as black rock. And yes, it is a stone. A very pliable stone, but stone nonetheless.
Ooh. See, this is one of those times where I wish I had your number.
My phone number?
Yeah.
You want my phone number?
Yeah, just message it to me. You don't want the entire world to have your number through the stream.
I don't care. They can have my number. I'll answer any call and every call. It does not matter to me. Because if it's a number that I don't recognize, including an unknown number, I'll answer it just because I'm like, oh shit, is it the cops?
Why would the cops be calling?
Hey, my phone while in my pocket, yes, it has a touchscreen, and yes, the touchscreen is super sensitive. So when it's in my pocket, it rubs on my thigh and starts dialing 911.
And this is why I point my touchscreen outward.
And then when I go
possible.
to grab it, my phone emergency calls 911. So there's nothing I can do to make my phone happy.
The blood gives us strength.
I could do it through the chat messenger, so my phone number still pops up.
Well,
It is it is a relatively new phone, so I don't quite have the number memorized. But it does have 666 in it. Okay, here we go.
Because my coworkers and friends showed me this guy who takes things and makes really, really sharp knives using those some things as the base material.
I used a trash compactor to make a 10-can Mountain Dew katana using a trash compactor nonetheless.
That's because the trash compactor actually has the compression that you need to make it work.
And it was nice, it was sharp, and I even made it sharper because I actually know how to use stone to sharpen metal with. There you go.
Alright.
I haven't memorized this number. I still have my old number memorized, but that phone is no longer active, let alone me paying for it anymore. So for some apparent reason that this phone you can't call me on it. That's simply due to the fact that my dad hasn't paid for it yet.
Okay.
Or paid the bill, but it should be working just fine still. So. I have homing rounds, motherfucker. Invisibility does nothing. Alright, I forgot. This is the main story where I don't have my light.
I wish I could recruit more armies.
And if you're wondering, there is a effect of the Tarrasque that I don't really apply. That's if you see it, you might go crazy.
Trust doesn't have a madness effect. I mean, it has fear, but not madness.
Just by peering your eyes on it, you can become afraid.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it.
That's how fear works.
And I don't apply that effect unless it does its roar.
I mean, if you're talking about the creatures of pandemonium, yeah, that's a little bit different. Oh, bone golems are horrible for that.
To be a little more accurate, it's a fear effect that you just have to be aware that it's there, and it will still affect you.
Ew.
So I just straight up ignore it. So you don't even have to roll a deck save, or was it a con save? I forget which.
See, it's not about dicking your players over. It's about providing your players with a fun experience with a hulking monstrosity that could potentially destroy them.
Yeah, no, that's why I make it so where it only, the fear only applies if it roars. Then you have a chance of being afraid. But I made however, if you're far away enough to where you can see the mountain of a thing and still hear it, you have advantage on your save.
Yeah,
but if you're like
agreeable.
But if you're like if you like are, let's say he's in the city and you're just right outside the city.
Oh.
Then it's just a normal roll. But if you're close enough for it to attack you, then you have disadvantage on your roll.
Yeah.
That's how I play the Tarrasque.
Oh no, what did I just do to myself? Fuck. I just started the fight and I shouldn't have. And of course all my archers have fucking... Okay, let's see if we can't tuck these wolves over to here.
Yes, I actually have a homebrewed curse item that slowly turns you into a Tarrasque. That's a fun one, though.
Oh, trust me, I plagued the D&D Beyond Discord with one of the worst homebrewed items ever thought of.
Did
It slowly
just
turns you
kill
into an avatar. It slowly turns you into an avatar of Orcus.
Oh God.
Oh, and by the way, you can slap people around for 25d6 of damage, which is unheard of in 5th edition. So, yeah.
Why couldn't you just be something fun?
Because Orcus is fun.
But being
mean-
a follower?
No, not a follower, straight up avatar.
Oh, okay, then yeah, never mind.
In other words, you slowly become if you become the Orcus of our plane.
Yeah.
Which is way worse.
Yeah. But at least you have control of your character, I assume?
No.
No.
Orcus
The DM takes control.
But it takes a long series of failed saves to get to that point.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah, the curse item that slowly turns you into a Tarrasque is a player-based Tarrasque, so it's not.
Oh god,
as
why is it always my
powerful.
archers? Leave my fucking bowmen alone! I swear to the gods, if I lose my archers because of this shit.
And do you still have legendary resistance? Yes. Only one though. If you decide to use legendary resistance, then it's gone. But it comes back after 3 days.
3 days? Long rest. Should never take more than one long rest.
But it's a legendary resistance.
Yeah. Legendary resistances are restored after a long rest. Says so in the rules.
Yeah.
In other words, all you need is a good night's sleep.
But making a player that has legendary resistance is just stupid, broken, and not fun.
No, because a legendary resistance just means you get to say no to a failed save once. That's all it does. Is make you say no to a failed save once. That's all legendary resistance is. So
That depends on the creature, because the Tarrasque can actually say no to 3 failed saves. And then you can further break it by adding a few legendary items that gives you straight up legendary resistance. And wish being one of the spells that can give you legendary resistance.
Sort of. The rules of wish have changed from one of the most broken spells to the game to having limitations. All it allows you to do is cast, let's see, your wish is what, level 8 or 9 now?
It's 9.
9, and it allows you to cast, without cost, any level 8 or lower spell.
At least it's not like what it used to be, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm immortal now.
Yeah, by the way, they did write out some rules of how to become immortal in D&D. And let's just say it was way more involved than just wishing for it.
Yeah.
Because one of the additional requirements also included drain life on you, because fuck you.
I killed a god and replaced that god is what I did.
You're still not dead, so I'll cast Arcane Barrier on my archers because you won't leave them alone. And pick this fight with these wolves over here because it needs to happen.
Yay, I got my triple jump again.
Really?
Even having
That was
one
cute.
jump felt weird.
No, my wolves! Ah,
Gives us strength.
that's okay.
Now, what does this gun do? Oh, not bad.
I should have cast it on my wolves. Leave my archers
So
alone.
We serve the dragon.
That was right. You are a triple burst. And you're a pretty looking gun, too.
So pretty.
Not as pretty as this exotic gun that I have, that if I hold where you have homing rounds, and it looks like glowing Damascus steel. This is the prettiest gun I got. What about with my sword?
Damn.
You're just a hulking monstrosity that is a paddle with laser blades sticking out of the side. That's all you are. Wait, you have rampage, don't you? A sword with rampage on it. I don't know how I feel about that. You are a giant spatula sword. You aren't the weirdest weapon that I've used. I've used a straight up frying pan,
Mop.
broom.
No, seriously, in Chrono Trigger you get a mop.
Yeah, I know. I've used not only that, but there are other games that do other weapons that are just meant to be just stupid funny.
The funny thing about the mop is it is literally the weakest weapon in the game.
Then you have these stupid overpowered anime games which have gag weapons that are like far stronger than your default legendary weapon that you can get.
Yeah, but the gag weapon is like 3 times harder than anything else to get.
Or
And
is one of the stupidly easiest weapons to get that is just broken as all hell because it's meant to be a joke. Like the trash can lid, for example.
The blood gives us strength.
You block all damage, you are immune to all damage, and you can throw it. That then just says F you, I insta-kill you.
damn, that depresses me. I lost my pack of wolves.
You lost wolves?
I lost my wolves.
I lost duck.
No, not Duck!
Wait, I want to know, if you had a mount called a Durkey, would you ride it?
Why wouldn't I?
No, would you ride a mount called a Durkey?
Why wouldn't I?
And I think of a chocobo from Final Fantasy, but make it a giant turkey.
Uh-huh.
That's a Durkey.
Uh-huh. Damn it.
And I'm going around asking everybody that I know if they would ride it.
Why wouldn't I?
Because I decided to homebrew an item that's a turkey call whistle known as Call of the Durkey. And as you blow it, you summon a rift that a Durkey walks out. And it has the Devour trait. So watch out, it might eat you. And yes, it has a black hole for a stomach. The only reason I decided to make this item was just for the hell of it. And then there's another mount that I really haven't decided to name yet. I'm still questioning or not if I should put it in this campaign or if I should put it in a one-shot campaign. And it's not so much of a mount, it's more like a animal companion that you can acquire. The kangaroo. Its pouch is the equivalent of a bag of holding. And no, if you jump into it, you do not suffocate.
What's the fun in that if there's no risk of death?
Oh no! You go into a different plane of existence, so you can actually get lost.
Ah, there's the risk.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. There is risk. You just might get lost, and it doesn't so much doesn't act like a bag of holding. It acts more like a haversack. So whatever item you want is like right there. But there's more to it than that. If you can't remember the name of the item, the name is then lost. And you have if you go in, you have a chance the party will forget you.
Oh, don't be that cruel to your party. Do I not? Lost. How annoying.
I already have a cursed item that they may or may not find that will swap their genders.
Oh, those are always fun.
And I call it the purse of holding. And yes, I don't call it the bag of holding, I call it the purse of holding. And if you are a male character, you have a chance of becoming female. And it happens while you're asleep.
Now that's just mean. Alright! Roll percent. You know, you go to. Oh, your wrist thing now? Roll a percentile. Why? Roll a percentile. Okay, you now wake up as this other gender. The fuck?
You roll a d10. If it's a 5 or under, you are female. If you are 6 or above, you are still male.
I want to get a D100. Too bad they're like $20 a piece.
I have a D1000.
Oh god.
No, it's not. No, it's not a percentile dice. It's a damage die. And yes, it's a homebrew for black hole.
That's a D1000. You could use it for anything.
You're right, I could. But I got it for a damage die for black hole. Cause I didn't just want to kill outright. That wasn't fun.
Strategy.
But I did use a percentile dice, a D100, to see how long it would take to spaghettify you. God, that sword is ugly.
I bet.
I'm hunting.
It's a two-handed spatula with lasers. energy, whatever you want to call the edge that slices things.
Does it come with blackjack and hookers?
I don't know, but it's clearly a spatula.
Oh, that's
I'm
rare.
trying to think of what pancakes would I be flipping with something this size.
Flapjacks.
The size of a person.
Yeah, flapjacks.
Waffles. What heresy are you spouting?
I'm not the one who brought up the waffle heresy just now. That was all you.
Waffles. No, waffles. I won't accept anything else but waffles. They got little pockets to hold your butter. That you can then put either
No, not there.
Cinnamon on and or sugar. Or just say screw butter and cinnamon and just say here's some syrup. Hold my syrup, please. Waffles. Pancakes can't do that.
Yes, I can.
They can't hold jack shit. And if you do your waffles just right, you not only can have this syrup on your waffle, but you can also eat it with your hand. And again, pancake. The only way you're gonna eat that pancake with syrup is if you go taco style.
We're talking about eating it without a plate now, aren't we? Leave my archers alone.
No, I'm saying you eating it with your hand off of the plate with syrup. The only way you're gonna eat that pancake or that flapjack with your bare hands with syrup on it is if you fold it into a taco. Or you don't have enough syrup on it to actually properly call it a pancake. Now, waffles have individual pockets that you can just say, okay, I'm going to put sugar here, cinnamon here, whipped cream here, chocolate syrup there, vanilla syrup here, maple syrup there, and a cherry for you. And you can pick the whole thing up without spilling a damn thing. Or you're me and you just shove the entire flapjack or pancake straight in your mouth and you just eat it whole.
Blood of the dragon.
And yes, my friends have all said that I eat like a vacuum. Some of them have sworn that they hear the sound of a Hoover going off. I don't blame them. I eat quickly.
The blood gives us strength.
When I was growing up, I had asshole people for family. If you didn't finish your food, oops, Dad is taking your food now. So I ate quickly and got back to what I like doing. Video games. Or what Grandpa called it. What do you call it? Video games? Something stupid?
Servants of Dracul.
Grandpa was funny.
They shall fall.
I have to do for boring armor. You are done. I still have to go to Ambit. That one done. I still need to. Yeah. Crucible can go fuck off.
What's wrong
Ambit
with the
can go
Crucible
fuck
right
off.
now?
Assholes everywhere.
Oh God.
If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not another, it's everything.
Woohoo! Didn't lose anybody
I'm
again.
If I'm gonna run into assholes, then I'm gonna put on an asshole weapon, and I'm just gonna say, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Too bad I have to go so far out of my way to go and find a fucking city to go and engage in the black market.
Run! Run! Don't stop, run! I now turn light off. Now, what are they? Solstice, right? It's the solstice armor stuff that I was doing, and I just said screw it.
I don't blame you for that.
There's always the next solstice that happens because I already missed out on the very first one that D2 had, and there was a second one. I missed that one too. The third one, I got the third one simply because it's here, and the original solstice armor for D1, I completely missed out on that. And now there's talk about Destiny 3 becoming a thing, and I'm like, okay, what are you on?
You've arrived just in time. Mortal soldiers have captured their northern keep and
But then again, this is Bungie, so it might already be in the works for all I know.
Join our ranks. Together we'll drive them out.
But then again, they are already coming out with another expansion for Destiny 2. Beyond, I think it's called Beyond the Light or something like that. And I'm gonna go to the store real quick. Go down to expansions. Expansions, not Bright Dust.
But game, the hell?
Yeah, Beyond Light. It's called Beyond Light. So we got Forsaken, which was the first one. Shadowkeep, which was the second one. Now we got Beyond Light. And there was to top it all off, there were the mini expansions that were free.
I don't want to do that though, game. I want my army to be there, and I want...
Transmit effect. Beach ball. No.
Ooh, does that mean I can actually go like this?
No.
I can! Uh-oh.
Silly handshake. Where's the patty cake emo? That's what I want. They need to give you patty cake emo. And it's just stupid people in Crucible going around playing patty cake with the enemy. So I'd gladly run up to an enemy and play patty cake with them. And yes, I will do exactly that. I will run up to an enemy and play patty cake.
If only you could force so many people to do so, right?
No, that's rock, paper, punch.
Run up to somebody with the emote. Whoever loses gets KO'd. That's funny.
It's not rock, paper, scissors. It's punch, karate chop, eye gouge.
Keep this close.
Cool.
Karate chop blocks rock. Rock beats eye gouge. Eye gouge beats karate chop.
Ooh,
But
wishing some
nothing,
and a library.
nothing beats kick to balls.
Yeah, let's go to the forest.
Well, no, there is something that beats kick to balls. Another kick to balls. But no one ever expects kick to balls, so you're most likely going to win that fight every time.
You know what beats kick the balls?
Nothing beats kick to balls.
There is
Because
something.
no one ever expects kick to balls. You're playing rock, paper, scissors, and you just kick to balls. No one expects that.
There is one thing that beats kick to balls.
No one expects kick to balls.
There is one thing that beats kick to balls.
Especially when you kick ball a second time.
You know what beats kick to balls? Block with shin.
That's if they're expecting kick to ball, but they don't expect kick to ball.
With you, I would expect it every time.
No one expects kick to ball.
Allegedly.
No one does, because you can anticipate kick to ball, because you think it's coming, but it never does. Until it does!
Shit. I'm not ready for that, because I don't have all my forces.
Oh right, that's that ugly dragonfly armor. Okay. They're selling that armor again. That I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't like it, if you called it ugly.
On the Titan it looks good. On the Hunter it's just ugh. Why do you exist? Well, there's a legendary emote that I would like to get. You put on sunglasses, then you pull out that reflective tray to sunbathe. and it's all holographic. Oh yeah, and then you also pull out a holographic drink and take a sip. Yes, it's stupid. Yes, it's a part of the summer solstice event. I wish there was a winter solstice event that Destiny does. But unfortunately, this is Bungie we're talking about. Missed opportunities all around.
You think I don't know about the missed opportunities of Bungie? Man.
Their PR team is a bunch of idiots. I should know because I actually know one of those idiots.
Oh, great. What makes you label him an idiot?
He's an idiot that's afraid of his boss, so he doesn't put anything in the suggestion box.
And his boss is one of those assholes that fucking uses the suggestion box against you, huh?
It's not a suggestion box, it's a shredder box. Okay, it's a shredder box. It's not so much used against you, it's just that no one ever reads them. Until something is read, and then it's usually a good idea. And that's actually how we got the Halloween event to come back. With something extra.
Everybody loved the Halloween event.
Yeah, and then they added something extra that everybody loved because the suggestion box was read. But there was one thing that was skipped out on, and that was the... We can have the Halloween event not be year-round, but that one game mode just be a permanent added to it. So if you come in late instead of a week, you can still technically do the Halloween event, just the game mode alone. Just that the quest that tied in with it would be seasonal. That was a part of the suggestion box, but yeah, no. And the only reason I know this guy was simply due to my buddy backing into his car. Wasn't very fun day for me because my buddy was in a hurry. I wanted sleep, so I fell asleep in his car while we were at Walmart in California. And we backed into him during his vacation. That's how I met him. I didn't know who he was at the time until I learned that he worked for Bungie. It was a very weird day for me. I don't think he still works for Bungie now that I say it. Because Bungie did go through a cut. No. But there is one thing that I like that they actually brought back. Micro Mini, which is the very stupidly tiny. Think of Shaq getting into a kid's trike.
Oh God, not Shaq.
That's the Micro Mini, Sparrow that I have, and I'm glad they brought that back. What I'm not glad about is they brought back the Legacy. the boat, the yacht, the wooden sparrow. I hate that thing, but at the same
Why?
time I like it. It's a wooden sparrow.
Doesn't
Everyone
sound terrible
knows.
to me.
Everyone knows that fire and wood don't mix.
What could possibly go wrong?
If you've ever played a game called Bubsy for the Sega Genesis, you know exactly what can go wrong.
Fuck Bubsy.
I loved that game. Fuck you. But mind you, the sequels were god awful. I liked the original. That was fun.
Yeah, my introduction to that fucking over-talkative stain of cool orange cats was one of the 3D demos.
Oh God, no! So no, I take that fuck you back. I agree with you there. That the 3D games were no god awful. But mind you,
Like, fuck him, fuck you.
but
Okay, but here's where it was bad.
But mind you, it wasn't Superman 64 bad.
You know, Superman
only-
64 was alright, it's just the fact that they did...
The traveling system to get to your next mission, you'd have to fly through rings, and if you miss a ring, you fail and you start back over, and you start all the way back over to the previous mission just to fly through those rings again.
Flying through those ring flight wasn't exactly new when Superman 64 came out. But you also have to bear in mind that the other things that went into Superman 64 not being all that great of a game was basically its production value.
And then they decided to reskin it to be an Aquaman game?
I don't think that... Well, actually, Aquaman didn't turn out to be absolutely horrendous, at least.
And then you have the game that outclasses them all. E.T. for the Atari.
I think E.T. gets ragged on too hard. When you start considering all of the factors that went into it kind of going wrong the way that it did. Was it a bad game? Yeah, but...
Could you have titled it something else? Yes. Would it still be the massive flop that it was?
Probably.
Probably.
But it... Why do my archers have such high initiatives when they...
That might actually be why Pac-Man got a better start, because they actually started out as an arcade cabinet instead.
Yes, but it also led to a lot of other problems as
A
well.
lot of quarters being eaten.
Huh, when you think about it, video games were originally a scam to begin with.
We serve the Dracul.
Yeah?
How bad is that? Oh, man.
Not the worst thing.
True.
But then again, knowing that the scam is slowly coming back due to loot boxes.
Oh, please, the scam is already back with loot boxes. The fuck are you talking about? Ow.
It's not, mind you, it's not horrendously bad yet.
Yes? The peak of bad was a year ago, when you had Electronic Arts trying to claim that loot boxes were surprise mechanics and trying to call it anything but what it was, which is gambling. And
I'd have to give the whole pay to win thing not. I'd have to give the pay to win a big no from me. And yes, they brought that back.
Pay to win mechanics are unacceptable in any game. And
The only format of game that I will even allow it in are mobile games.
No. Selling
kidding?
power is the worst sin
Are you kidding?
a mobile game can commit, dude. That is what pay to win is. The game has decided to sell you power.
Are you kidding me? Mobile games are built around that.
They shouldn't be, and that's the problem. Good experience first, and the fucking tacky little add-ons should be tacky little add-ons that you pay for.
That's why
Paying for power should never be a part of the equation, but unfortunately it always is.
That's what EA tried to do with Battlefront.
But Battlefront had had already a fucking upfront cost that you paid, which is why they had no business doing that with Battlefront.
Yep. That's why people band together and just said, "Back you."
Okay, but the fact that the mobile market is used to defend anything is like, dude.
The mobile market is just there to be a joke.
I wish it wasn't, though. It has a lot of really good potential.
There is,
Hold your turn.
but it's still just a joke.
Move you there. Okay. Fucking archers.
There are a few potentials that I can see it going with, which I'm kind of sad that they're missing out. But then again, you have other ventures like Nintendo with their Switch.
Well, yeah, Switch is one of the best consoles ever built.
And what most people don't realize is that the Wii U, even though it was a flop, presented the idea for the Switch.
Yes. The Wii U was a prototype of what the Switch's potential, but they didn't. It wasn't quite built right. You know what? I'm not gonna care about you because you're a ranged unit.
That's the thing for why I like Nintendo. Nintendo uses their consoles to experiment with, to test things. If it's a flop, it's a flop. If it's a bust, it's a bust. Mind you, they've lost a shit ton of money doing this, but their outlook is a trial by fire.
Trial and error is their main system. Alright, so let's...
Trial by fire?
Trial and error.
If it sets the company on fire, do it more!
You're done.
If you're wondering, I'm on 2 weeks right now.
Of what? Oh, cool.
Yes, I'm playing 2 weeks. Yes, I can call it yes, I can call it Fortnite, but it's 2 weeks.
We serve the Dracul. The blood gives us strength.
Yes, I'm that nerd. I don't care that the whole world knows it. I gotta find some joy out of this now since turned into an abomination of a battle royale only style game.
I wish Save the World was free.
Yeah, but it's still in early. The Save the World is still in early access, which is like, what?
But it's been 2 fucking years!
I know, right? Now they set it up to where you can pay $20 to get Save the World.
And so many people were flipping out that we invited into our little game.
I'm just glad that some of the progress that you did in the Battle Royale seeps over into Save the World, and what little progress you did in Save the World seeps over into Battle Royale.
Sort of. A lot of the character types aren't available
most of its cosmetics when it comes to Save the World. Not Save the World, Battle Royale. It wouldn't be like you're like an Outlander being in Save the World. It's basic bitch hero without abilities in Battle Royale.
Yeah, but it's basically everybody but the kinds of skins that I was hoping to see, though.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that I got the legendary hero that was a part of the Halloween event a while back, Willow. I'm glad that I actually got her because she's my favorite Outlander. Mind you, there are other Outlanders that are really good as well, but she's probably still my favorite. How far do I have to go? Pretty far. Oh, there's the imposter event still going on, so you can actually get Dennis as a hero. I forget the black dude's name, the director dude. You can get him as a what's that class called again? Not Outlander, not constructor. You can get him as a constructor. Where's that quest at though? There's that one to get Dennis. Where's Okay, and then there's Don't Steal My Donuts, okay, which is the pirate event. Which you can get the director dude. I keep forgetting his name. The only one I could remember was Dennis because he's just stupid. Ooh, boy.
What?
Every mission here, except for one, is a cloud zone. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cloud zones. Ooh, boy. I just realized that I have 6,000 feedbacks.
More blood-sucking vampires? Be gone, you foul beasts. The age of darkness is over. This land will be blessed and cleansed from your kind.
Oh, they don't even have a lord. Okay. I wish I was getting veterancy fucking points.
Go with the survivor or the survivor leader. Both of which I own. You have a choice to choose a legendary you already own. I own 5 of you and 2 of you.
Are they still doing the same thing for the scrapbook?
Like what? Where you can fill it up and get rewards, or fill it up, get rewards, and still pull out the blueprint to build the item.
Well, filling it out usually sacrifice the copy of it that you put into the scrapbook.
But you can still pull out that copy to build it again. But it would still remain inside the book, though.
So they did fix one of the major problems with it. Oh yeah, here's some bonuses, but you'll never be able to use it again. Yeah, fuck you.
Oh yeah, if it's a bonus that you like, you can put it in the scrapbook and still keep it.
Well, what sucked for me, it was some of the like the backup units.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I really like this Smasher costume guy, but no, he's gone forever because I decided to put him in the scrapbook.
There are a few characters that I didn't put in the scrapbook simply because I don't want to go through that painstakingly bullshit scenario of having to go through all that again.
Here seems reasonable enough. Here comes the cavalry. Skip the bats. Skip the archers.
You know what? They gave me 6,000 V-Bucks. I'm just going to do dish. I bought all 5 of those llamas that only had 5, so now it's sold out. Now I only have 5,000 llamas. Or 5,000 V-Bucks now. I personally just don't care. Ah, legendary choice, okay.
Legendary choices are always good.
And it's 2 legendaries that I actually don't have. Power Pop Penny or Breakbeat Wildcat. Power Pop Penny. I already have plenty of soldiers.
They're not, you know, they're only the most common fucking drop in the game.
Good legendary constructors are hard to come by.
I'm so glad that one of my best characters is a fucking constructor. And she's only a fucking epic.
My best character is an Outlander, and she's a fucking legendary that you can't get no more.
That's what I was afraid of too.
But mind you, you can get constructors Outlanders that are just as good. But you can't get Willow until a Halloween event comes around.
Hold her turn. Hold your turn.
The blood gives us strength.
What? You thought that doing that was gonna keep you safe? You think my flanks are weak?
The one gun that I would like to get a legendary variant of. Crescendo. This is a sniper rifle. Yes, it's an electric keyboard. It's a sniper rifle.
Would that be pushing it too far though? Let's find out.
think about it.
Ah, shit, I should have cast a spell. Ooh. Yeah, no, you're not killing my bats. Not if I have anything to say about it.
To be a little more accurate, they in the collection book they made it to where you can just go over to your collection book and make the item. I don't know if it's a person, you lose it forever. But I know the weapons, you can build the weapons from the collection book. So I'm sticking some of my best weapons that are not favoritive into the collection. Because I know I can build them if I need them again. And I can level them up while in the collection book too, so there's that. They've also made it to where if I want a weaker version, I can just go to the crafting and say, yeah, no, I don't need this one, I need this one. So if I have a 4-star and I can't build the 4-star, I can just go down to a 2-star or a 3-star.
Servants of Dracul. Servants of Dracul.
Blood of the dragon.
Oh no, are you, actually, do you have Borderlands 3?
No.
No. Okay.
I have a pretty distinct problem with Borderlands.
Oh, if you had Borderlands 3, I would have told you that they're coming out with a new DLC for it that, well, you're going into Krieg's head, of all people.
Hey, Craig was cool, okay? I wonder if he ever did manage to get himself together with Maya.
Okay.
What, is that really such a weird ponderance?
No, because I actually know the lore behind that one and what actually happens. So no comment.
Yes, my lord.
Unlikely is the answer I know for sure.
It's more like Krieg is too smart for his own good and is worried that he'd hurt her and everyone around him, so he goes into hiding.
Aww.
Long story short, yes, they could get together. So I can see it actually happening.
Because if Craig is actually like properly like not just a dumb psycho monster because he's the psycho to beat all psychos.
He's the psycho lord, okay? He's not Marcus, he's above Marcus. Marcus, if anything, is a false prophet that the bandits worship. And yes, if you haven't seen Borderlands 2, there is the Marcus statue that some of the bandits worship as a god. And yes, there's a fire pit below it that they offer sacrifices to please Marcus. And does it actually please the actual Marcus? Yes, it does. Wait, you're a spear? What do you look like? The back end of an electric guitar. And you're a spear. Okay. I would have actually made you into an axe, but making a guitar a spear works, I guess? Then again, the axe for the guitar, turning it into an actual axe, has been overdone, so I could see him taking a different twist with it. Good on them, I guess. Now I can actually add the constructor weapons to my catalog without having the risk of, oh, I can't build them no more. I completely forgot about that. I thought I'd gone through all this. I know I've gone through all this. I'm just filling up my weapons catalog at this point.
See, the only thing I hate about some of these games sometimes is you're only allowed to play one faction with 3 sub-factions in this game. It would be cool to see the story from other perspectives, but hell, all they got out right now are vampires. It would be cool to see them pull out like werewolves and shit.
I'm now imagining you playing XCOM and you're not playing the humans no more. You're playing the aliens and you're trying to take over.
With the same punishing difficulty, that would be cool. I don't know why they didn't do that, because, you know, in XCOM, and this is the part that I think is personally bullshit, is the fact that you still lose at the end of the first game.
Yeah.
Do I have to go in, or do they have to come to me? Oh, no, I have to go to them. I think this is the end of the map. And of course, this is the hardest battle.
Sorry, defenders, but I already have all of you, so I can just retire you all. But I just wanted to make sure that none of you are in the collection book.
Alright. You know what I could do? Ooh. I have two armies.
There is a game title that's coming out for the Switch that's already out for the PlayStation. It is a title that is of the same sort of gameplay that you're playing in XCOM, and it's called Other Side. And it's not with an S, it's with a C.
Hmm.
So if you're looking Other Side with an S, then you're spelling it wrong.
So I kind of want to get my hands on Astral Chain, but I still need to beat Breath of the Wild.
I've gone through it, and I did the bullshit scenario, and I gone through the whole game with master mode, and I just said screw story. I went straight to Ganon.
As soon as you can get the glider, go straight to Ganon.
Yes, I did the bug where you can just... You don't even need the glider for this bug. You just need stasis and you're done. You stasis a rock, you slap it a couple times, you grab on rock, and you go flying towards the castle. And you go far out enough to where you land outside. But if you go anywhere near the plateau, you spawn back on top of the plateau. They fixed that bug since then, so you can no longer do that. But I did that bug, and I beat Ganon. I hated it though. I hate myself for doing that. Going through with the basic weapons without any armor is just no. Because when you get to Ganon, you don't go do the story with all 4 of the sacred beasts. It's a boss rush. You fight all the guardians there. Then Ganon himself at full hit points.
Hey, you only have yourself to fucking blame for that piece of misery.
Without my trusty chicken wing that was in the background of that cutscene, I would have not have survived that. Yes, I took the strenuous struggle of bringing a Kuko all the way to Ganon.
Yeah.
Yes, I named him Chicken Wing. Okay? Because I know that the only way you can put a cuckoo out of its misery is by throwing him into the lava. But even then, you can still hear him cawing away in the bottom of the inferno that is Death Mountain. Where'd this llama come from? It started out as a common item and then upgraded all the way to a purple that I choose things with. Do I want a floor trap or a ceiling trap? Ceiling trap. Now I choose again. Okay, this is... neither of you are actually fun. But if I had a choice between tire or the electric field. Now I put you through recycle. You are an interesting guy. Weird, but interesting. You're another sound-based weapon. Tape recorder, speaker, metal switch, handle made of batteries. Oh, and not just any tape recorder, a cassette player to be precise. You are an odd one. But you are a hammer, which is even odder. You are a hammer where the base of the main hammer is a bass speaker. Sound-based weapons in video games are always interesting. But nothing will ever beat the dubstep gun from Saints Row.
Shuffle you aside. Move you straight up. Hold your action.
You are a boring hero. What is your bonus? Is your bonus good at least? Your bonus isn't that bad. But it just feels like your bonus could be a bit better. They brought back the Mystic Hero Constructor, Dennis Jr.
Be quick about it.
No! Damn it.
Blood of the dragon.
Moonrock.
Really game 2 hit points.
We serve the Dracul. The blood gives us strength.
This is where you're screwed.
We serve the Dracul.
They shall fall.
Now what nightmare should I put myself through? Play some Dying Light at night? No, I've already done that. Only play Dying Light at night. No, I'll never get things done. Play some paladins? Maybe later. Warframe. No, I'm still waiting for something.
Damn, he killed my bats.
The Dracul shall rule over all.
Not your bats.
Really? One hit point game?
Should I play some XCOM 2? There really isn't anything left for me to actually do other than having
Some silly
to start.
bullshit.
I'm to a point where it's a constant fail.
Yeah.
It all started with the War of the Chosen DLC because there's the alien unique hunters that come with that DLC that they know exactly where you are the moment you spawn in, even if you are undetected. They know exactly where you are.
That's cheating.
But at least there's one of them. There are certain missions. But there's... I think there were 5 hunters in total, or there were 4 hunters. But only one of them spawn in a mission. Some of them are bullshit. Some of them are Kool-Aid Man and bashes through the wall. Then knocks down the entire building you're standing on. He was the first motherfucker I took down, because when you go and rush into a building to get good shots on him, he says, yeah, no, this cover's not cover, this is just a paper thin wall that I'm just gonna bash through now. Thank you for that, by the way. Oh yeah, no, now I'm just gonna bash through this wall, that wall. Oh yeah, now the entire building's collapsing in on top of you, killing your entire team. Because he already killed the other 2 people outside. And then he has the audacity of being able to move 50 fucking squares.
That's not fair.
So I figured, well, I have heavies. Heavies are known to wreck face at point fucking blank. So I put 3 heavies, 2 snipers, put all 3 heavies, which were expendable. My 2 snipers weren't. My 2 snipers were not expendable. I had to have them for my next mission. My 3 heavies were expendable because they were just a high enough level to become heavies. I threw wave after wave after wave of men at him. They all died. I failed. Then I came up with that strategy of just putting 3 heavies that just turned with 2 stupidly high leveled snipers. 2 pop shots. And he goes down. And I'm like, I already tried this. Why does he die with 2 shots now?
Finally! Fucking took me 4 hours to do it, but I beat the scenario. Oh, man. I mean...
Should I buy the Rip and Tear pack, which originally was pre-order?
What does the Rip and Tear... What does the Rip and Tear pack give you?
The Revenant, that's the Toot Revenant, and a shotgun skin, the Cultist base master level, a remix version of the campaign, blah 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 blah. What else does it give you? That's it.
Retreat, men. Fall back.
The Toot Revenant skin, which is the Revenant with the trombones for rocket launcher. The throwback shotgun weapon skin,
The mortal
which is the classic shotgun skin for Doom.
let him get away. Let's teach the Empire a lesson about what
And like I said, the cultist base master level. And it's only $5. And it was originally pre-order, where you had to have pre-ordered the game to actually get this stuff. That game I'm stuck on until I can bitch my way through that god-awful DLC boss.
On what? XCOM?
Darksiders 3. Darksiders 3, there's a DLC boss, the one where you're in the Rift. There's a 4th Rift, there's not 4th, there's a 5th Rift boss, in that where it's a combination of all 4 of the Rift bosses. And I'm like, fuck, Stone Golem that talks to me now with all the abilities of all the other ones. That one-shots you just by touching you.
There you are.
Hello. Yeah, it's, sorry about that. I was doing shit.
I wanted to see if it was possible to get those grenades back from you on Borderlands 3, because I accidentally sold them and I lost them. Full broken ones?
Yeah.
Possible or no?
Right now, no.
Ooh.
After they update the game, because they're about to do an update to the game.
Where basically all of your duping. I really wish they wouldn't do that to us. But hey, there's a multiplayer meta to be concerned about.
The DLC comes out the 10th. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the 8th when they update it. To get prepared for the DLC that comes out the 10th.
There are just some bugs they should leave it well enough alone. Especially when it comes to like really cool grenades and shit.
Yeah, but these were modded grenades. There's no place safe. Yeah, there's no place safe to put them. You put them in the safe, they can just tweak the safe to delete them. If they're in your inventory, they can just tweak your inventory to delete them, or they can upload a hotfix that resets your modded character to be what it originally was before you modded the hell out of it.
Well, that's a PC problem though. More so
That's
than
a
a PlayStation.
console. That's a console problem too, by the way.
That doesn't surprise me that you.
He had broken guns and broken grenades that freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's because one day